Just for the benefit of the camera, keep it on me, let everybody know I'm okay. I'm still on Parliament Square. I'm around. I'm spending most of the time obviously speaking to the police in different groups, because obviously these police officers here are the main frame of multi-agency framework. These police officers here are the people that are causing for people with disabilities, mental health, learning difficulties to have their children taken in the name of child protection. So people are on a hiding to nowhere once the multi-agency framework comes in, and these people are actually all being brought to court, not as individuals, well they are actually, but as an authority, as a police service. So they will all be brought to contempt under the role of a police officer. Can I ask how many police officers have removed a child that was not abused? Probably a lot of them. They won't answer that question, but which is my point. Now, please know that all these police officers are not here to close down the event. They are here under a Section 16 fire safety order to make sure that no fire safety problems occur. They cannot shut down the protest. They cannot shut down the right to express ourselves. What they can do is shut down the fire. So the only reason that the police are here at the moment is for a Section 16 fire safety dispersal order. So you've got them down there and you've got them here. They are not shutting any demo or protest down. They can do what they like. This is doing nothing, mate. This is helping in no way, shape or form. The only way that we will get true justice is through judicial reviews. By bringing your affidavit and your witness statements to the mainframe through the courts, and we can shut this down once and for all. Our system is based on safeguarding. These people are not here for me to be the director of Step Up Britain. Here they go. Right, let them go, guys, because they are actually this is when they're protecting the people. Now they're protecting the people from potential fire. Yes. Right. Now this is only to do with a Section 16 fire dispersal order. They are not shutting down the event. They are not shutting down the march. This is a Section 16 fire dispersal order. Do not defamate information. Do not share disinformation. This is a Section 16 fire safety dispersal order. It has nothing to do with shutting the event down. They are not here to get rid of your freedom of speech. They are here to protect the public from the fireworks going off. That is all they are doing. So let them go in, do their job. They are only here to stop the fireworks. Now, it's a shame they're not here to stop all this state kidnapping. I'm gonna... Dealing with my trauma here, dealing with my trauma. I don't like being around police, as you know. Dealing with my trauma. Now, if they're at my door, right, if these people were at my door would be locked, bolted, and they wouldn't be getting in because they can take my kids. And that's the reality of it. In the name of child protection, these people can take your children. I cut the video out to play Exposure Don't Take My Child. So just giving you an insight, because these guys have got this is a shift. They're on a salary based between 16 and 30 grand a year. If they're in the services for longer than 7 years, then they can actually, yeah, they are. They can actually earn up to £40,000 a year. So these people basically have wives, children, mums, dads, uncles, aunties. When they got out, when they were asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? They obviously wanted to put the burglars away. They obviously wanted to stop drugs. Unfortunately, when you, I just want to make out their way, they can have to do the job. Thank God I left with you guys. Whoa! Thank God I left with these guys. Thank God I left with these guys. Fucking absolute idiots, excuse my French. Now, this is when I agree with the police. Now, luckily, I decided to walk off with these people, because if I didn't, mate, I'd have been down there when that went off. So this is when I do feel safe with police officers. This is when I know they are trying to do something. But unfortunately, these had an opportunity to stop that fireworks going, and they chose not to. They chose to walk past, knowing full well, and I videoed you, it's setting up. I videoed you there. They know they got the Section 16 fire and safety dispersal, but they just walked away, allowing the fireworks to go off in the public. I am listening to things on radio. I am listening to quite a lot going on. Yeah. So these guys are going up here. We know why. So I'm going to go back down there a sec. I just come up here with you. Luckily, I did leave with them because it's a little bit manic up there now. It's got nothing to do with freedom. It's got nothing to do. It's just, I mean, what you've got to remember is you've got a bunch of bored youth. Now, I'm playing with my trauma now doing this. This ain't good. This is not good. This is now Kellie in the lion's den. Holy shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. This is Kellie in the lion's den. There they go. Yeah, right. So these guys... But the thing is, they just left the fireworks to go off, mate, then. They walked straight away from it when they had the chance to set it off. But they know full well now that they'll blow out some steam up there. And there's a few people still around. I've not got my roller skates on this time, if you're used to me and my roller skates. So I'm going to go back up there and show you something a minute. Anybody who knows me and understands my trauma, I really want them all to give me a hug. And it'd be nice to just get a really big hug with the coppers and sort of say, like, look, come on, there's a job to do, but we've got to sit down and discuss why the multi-agency framework is going so wrong, and that police officers should be prosecuting social workers when they provide false information that leads to the unlawful necessary detainment of children in the name of child protection. So anyway, well done to the police, like seriously. These guys have got a really hard job to do, but at the end of the day, you ain't getting freedom coming out on the streets. I'm just gonna go out. I really want to give them a round of applause, because you know they have a tough job, and they do. But I hope they listen. I hope they sit there and realise that what they're doing is wrong, but what these people are doing is just as bad, because there should be a family fireworks show here today. I'm just going to show you how. What's the word? I need to go and do some networking for a second. And there we go. And now you get to actually see which ones are the ununiformed quick. There you go. Right, so you get to actually see, and in all of the wagons, there'll be one ununiformed person who starts the riots. This is the irony of it. And what happens is, say that guy that you just saw going off, it's not an arrestee. Now, when they arrest somebody, it's a bit different, right? So here we go. Ready? Now they're going to let them go off, okay? So... this is the side of the marches you don't get to see. This one. So for those that don't know, obviously this is the Houses of Parliament here in Great Britain, in England. This is where the lords and so-called ladies. So there's obviously a lot more witnesses than actual people. So, taking a bit of an XR stand. So, more fireworks going off. See, I don't want to get the gentleman, but even the police, I take the camera away, even the police have taken the time. Obviously, I don't know the insides, but clearly someone's hurt themselves because he's directing to a hospital. And even at a march, they're even taking the time to help people who've been injured. Do you know what I mean? So, come on, guys. So now, pretty much most of the police have now gone up there. So I'm now back down this side. I'm going to go, they'll now get prepared in a minute. So they'll carry on in there. I'm going to go and grab a megaphone in a minute. Let me hold up. So we're back over here again. True Jerusalem. When the true Jerusalem comes. Want to watch fireworks, guys? Woo!
Ladies.
Right, so now they're going into their nice little bubbles. So we have one bubble here. They're all trained to go into bubbles. Another bubble here, another bubble. We've got a current team meeting going on. Obviously, again, they are only here on a Section 16 fire safety dispersal order. They are not here to stop the demo. They are not here to stop the protest, only to make sure that it is safe. And if the fireworks are going off to an unnecessary level, they can disperse it under a Section 16 fire safety dispersal order. I'm going to let them do their job a minute because it is getting out of hand over there. Look, he's going right off in. And this is where the police should be doing their job. But they're going to have to go in. They're going to have to because the fireworks are now going into the public. And this is where they have to do their jobs. Oh, my goodness. Real trauma for me, guys, this. Look. So they are not here to shut the march down. This is a Section 16 fire dispersal order to make sure the fireworks don't come down in the public. They're not shutting anything down, only the fireworks. So to say again, this is a Section 16 fire safety dispersal order. These police officers, whoa! Excuse me, I'm grabbing your leg. You had a firework. Sorry, I pulled you back. Sorry, you had one on your leg. Sorry, love, you had one on your leg. Don't attack me. Don't attack me. I pulled you out of one on your leg. It came from behind you, that way. Sorry, I thought you were going to come for me because I went first.
Well, you come up behind me.
No, I had to. He had to. He had a fireworks. You gotta be joking. No, he had a fireworks. He's a father. He's a father. No, I'm the one that stands for forced adoption exposed, mate. But when they do a job right, I agree with him. Nobody deserves to throw a firework at him.
I've been talking to him.
This, my sister, had a firework at a display go down their hood.
Have you got a telegram?
This is a Section 16 fire safety dispersal order. They're not stopping you. They're stopping the fireworks because they're going up. One of you doesn't want to.
Have you got a telegram?
I'm on all sorts. Say hello.
You need to send me
Forced adoption exposed.
Some of them have been fine, you know what I mean?
No, the police are fine. They're all right.
No, they
It's the
are.
corrupt ones you want, but the people are fine. It's the corrupt ones I've got a problem with.
Yeah, totally.
Right, I need to video these guys anyway. I'm here for my own. They kidnapped my kids, mate. I won't stop. See, there you go. Talk to them. It's different. You can understand where they're coming from. Yeah, they're not shutting the protest down. This is a Section 16 fire safety dispersal because they're going all over the place. My sister is got set alight at an organised display, shot down her hood, mate. When they do their job like that, give them praise, mate. So when they fuck up, you hold them accountable. See, look, there. It's all to do with the fireworks. They're not shutting down the march. It's all to do with the fireworks. Look.
I'll stand in front of your line.
This is why, look, because when these go up, these come down. These come down. So this is a Section 16 fire dispersal order. They are not removing the march. It's these. This is what they've got an issue with. If these go down here and we go. Now that I agree with. Hang on, is he here? Is he here? Where's
I got a fucking sore throat now. Hands off Assad! US! UK! 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 Hands off Assad!
Is David here? Is David here?
Who's David now, for fuck's sake?
Is he? Where? 2 seconds. David! Where? Is he here? Oh, don't do that to me.
Was kidnapped from Mexico 2 months ago,
I'll find him in a minute.
and is now locked in prison in the US under terrible conditions. His sister knows we're here today giving out yellow ribbon, and she has asked you to please tie yellow ribbon all around the world for all political prisoners, Julian Assange, Commander X and many more. Please tie yellow ribbon wherever you're from, round trees, prisons, everywhere you can. The establishment hates it. It's a way to fight back. Please tie yellow ribbon everywhere you can.
That must mean David's here somewhere, because if Julian Assange stuff's here, David will be here somewhere. David, are you here? Buzz me if you are.
Tell him about the sign.
Sorry?
Tell him to come to the sign, to the Julian Assange.
Oh, he will. Is David here? David Simmons.
Julian Assange! Free Julian Assange!
Right, wherever Assange stuff is, David usually is.
I'd have been there in the shoe saying, no, democracy's there. Although it wasn't from
What these things are good for is networking. It's a chance to come together. Sorry, I'm seeing people that aren't allowed to let me know they're here. 2 secs. Right, so just to show you again, police are in their bubble here. Don't think they're here to shut the march down, mate. They're not allowed to. As I've told you, it's all to do with a Section 16 fire dispersal order. And I'll show you again, pockets over here. Someone's lost a camera and turned to the police for help. Can you believe it? This is where it makes me laugh. So you've got a demo in a mask walking down with a police officer because he's lost his mobile phone. asking the police officer for help. So again, 2 here. This guy keeping it all going, everybody going. And then around here, obviously these guys wear body cameras, they can do what they like. And then oh, hang on, we got a firework here. Is that a fire? No, sage. Sage. It's sage. It's to get rid of all the evil spirits, people. Yeah, it's to keep it all calm and cleanseful here. It's what you do when you get a new home. You walk in and you get rid of all the demons, yeah? When you go to social workers, that's what you could do with rather than getting your kids taken. Yeah? Help you deal with your demons. So, more down there. More coming in around here. They have got a fire, section 16 fire dispersal order though, so if it's got a flame near the grass, they can pull you. So maybe just pull it.
It's a gap here.
You're all right. They got better things to worry about, haven't they? But I tell you what, I feel like I could just put it around me at the moment.
Go for it.
Do you mind?
Take it for a bit.
Hang on. Just while I've got to go back in here, I just feel like a quick... for those that don't know what this is sage. So if you're ever feeling that you're under spiritual attack, you've got a lot of warfare going on around you, that your house is feeling like it's... Or, you know, if you really got some depression, just get some sage and just... There you go. Oh, perfect.
Well said.
Thank you. Now I feel like I can go back in. That was my re-cleanse. I've been in there. Now I got rid of everybody's demons that I've just taken off of me. So now I can go back in again. That's the hard thing about going in dealing with people. You got to take on their demons too. I know where I'll be coming back to in a minute. When you're dealing with energy and spiritual beings, it's always really good to cleanse. That's why you should meditate. Because whatever contact that you're having with somebody, you're actually taking on their positive and negative essence. It's good to have a little bit of a cleanse. So here we go. I'm always at front line at the right time. Here we go. So we're going for full. They're going to go, how the fuck does she get around here? She's everywhere. So... These now will embark. I'll stay out their earwig so they can have their commander-in-chief meeting. So these are commander-in-chief in it now. So these will make the decision where these guys are going to go. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18. So these guys will then disperse. And these guys will either jog on and go up to their vehicles. Because obviously they're waiting. There's not actually that many people here, guys. Like... I mean, you've got to remember, I actually thought it'd get bigger. Most people are in Glasgow. So he wants 2. So these are your police officers, by the way.
That you guys will have no job by 2030. Can you listen to what I'm saying to you? Because that means that you will all be thrown out and you'll be replaced by robots.
You are retraining, aren't you? Because you are prepared for this. You do know, just 2 seconds, you know they're telling you there's no taxis. That's because they want to bring the robot taxis in. Yeah?
You've got to start waking up, guys.
Right. Can I just say something?
Get that jab, you are out of your absolute mind. We've all been here, none of us have died in this pandemic. You've seen all of us so many times. You know there's no pandemic.
Frustrating that people aren't seeing the bigger picture. It's not the self-generating machines. It's absolutely every industry, including you guys. Can you please see what we're talking about?
Can I add on to this? can I just say to you,
Children dying.
just 2 seconds, because I'm going to go. I was there when in the think tanks in 2007, 8, 9, 10, when Richard Branson was launching the rockets, when they said that we needed 5G. Look, that was unnecessary. That was unnecessary. It's live. It's unnecessary. I know who's there. It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. I am the very same mother, as you know. Repeat it, because it's for their benefits. Yeah, they don't want to stick around. This guy's a medic. They should know that you need carbon dioxide and oxygen. We're now on a section 5. So we've moved from a section 16 dispersal order to now section 5, which someone's going to have to help me with.
Imagine being locked in a cell for 23 hours a day because you told people the truth. Please.
Do you know what's really nice? This is the most I've ever seen the police and the public actually just chatting to each other and actually being able to really share and speak, which I think is absolutely lovely. It's what it should be about. But the last time I took a photograph of a police officer playing table tennis, someone used it, so I won't. But look, I mean, I think it's lovely.
To come to Piccadilly Circus. Just 10 minutes. Just be in Piccadilly Circus tomorrow.
I think you should put the balloons down there, though, because they might pop. So I like smiling at coppers. I haven't bumped into Mitch or anybody yet, actually. Right, here they go. Right, over this side. Are you ready? We've got one line coming in here. We've got one here. Everybody going for the good old pose of one person taking down the army. And keep going, Han, keep going. This. So again, I say I don't have any problems with the police when they are protecting, but what I do have a problem with, and I will keep reiterating, is the multi-agency framework which makes these people child traffickers and state kidnappers under law. Judicial review soon coming, class action coming. Every person that has unlawfully, unnecessary detained a child under the name of child protection will be going to prison. Again, these are people on a salary. Their salary, now if they've been in the police for longer than 7 years, they can earn up to 40,000. Most of them are on 18 to 20 grand a year. They've got a big wagon in front of me. Obviously, I don't really like being in situations like this. However, these people officially can only arrest or detain me if I cause a criminal act. Now, I am standing in a motorway, so officially, at David Cameron's election night, I was arrested for standing in the streets when these police officer people came in front of me. They told you, the public, that it was a person going for a run. It wasn't. It was a mother with an adoption banner. Now, my fellow partner ended up in Winchester prison, where we do not know whether he was hung or whether he hung himself. But Hayden used to run the streets. Do you all know what happened to Superman, by the way? Who remembers Superman that used to protest here? He got hung in his cell. He got arrested at David Cameron's election night, where I was arrested. He didn't make it. He didn't make it out of Winchester prison. You all remember Superman. Take a second for Hayden, who has walked these streets in a Superman suit. 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Hayden is no longer with us. Just like many other demos and protesters for state kidnap are no longer with us. Just 2 seconds. I need to be careful because I'm about to run out of battery and I need to make sure that I am not without battery. So I need to go and sneak off. I'm just going to come and show you something up the top here. So obviously the road is still closed here. They're tatting. We've got some more people here. And then obviously here. And this is why we find it intimidating. This is why in multi-agency framework matter, when dealing with physical conditions, mental health, learning difficulties, this is why the trauma is being caused. This is unnecessary. When you are working with people where they may have childcare issues to go into hospital, they may even just be giving birth to their child. This is not child protection. This is not children in need. This unnecessary. Apologise. You can speak to me nicely as I'm trying to speak to you. Thank you. Yeah? They don't need to speak to me like a piece of shit. I'm doing them a favour. Most of them are going to prison for child kidnapping soon. Most of them are going to prison for unlawful and unnecessary detainments. By their law at the moment, they cannot be individually tried. But under the new judicial review law, all multi-agency frameworks are going to be held accountable for unnecessary detainments and incarceration of children into foster care, for parents with physical conditions, mental health, because we do not have a framework that supports and protects families. We only have a child protection safeguarding network. So if I dislocate my knee and need to go to hospital, these people have the right to take my child. Now, wouldn't it be nice if they took them home, put them on their swing, popped them off, said, Kelly, I know you're going to be in hospital, chiropractor's on their way, it's not a problem. But what they do is they use this. And they bully, intimidate, which is like domestic violence. It's like gaslighting. It's why it's causing so much trauma on people that do need to speak to the services. Even women in domestic violence will not leave and call the police because they know that their children will be taken and handed to the perpetrator, because that is what has been going on. So many women and men are scared to turn to the system because they're incompetent. Because you'll see this lady, then this person, then this person, then this person, and you will build no personal relationship. Actually, they were born. They were born. No. That's like saying all men are rapists. That's very narrow-minded. This lady is trying her best to do a job. This gentleman has children. They all have a grandmother and a nan. It's time we all work together and build a bridge. Amen to that. Because these people, one day, are going to be in nappies. These people, one day, are going to need adult social care. And there isn't one. They're being left to rot and die. These people, when they're retired, yeah? You know when your job's over and you don't get a salary anymore, and you might get dementia, you might get Alzheimer's, and then you're going to be dependent. Where's your children? Because don't let your children grow up to be your carer, because District Judge Andrew Shaw says that me being an EDS mother, being that I raised 2 children, took my other two said that they would grow up to be my carer. Wow. So children aren't even allowed to look after their dementia mums anymore. So we're not allowed to look after our families anymore. So what are you going to do when you're incontinent and there's no adult care? What are you going to do when AI takes over your paperwork job? Have you retrained? Have you thought about retraining before 2025? Because it's coming. They're doing it right under our noses in the Great Reset. And don't tell me it's not, because I was there. I was there at Success Resources. I was the woman that pitched to Donald Trump. I was the one that had two of my children taken and got gagged. And I have battled suicide. And this is how I deal with my trauma. I come to tell you, do not conform to the ways of the world, but by the renewal of your mind. If you enter into a home where you know that the father is cooking tea and some bitchy woman has said he's a cunt, maybe he's not, maybe she is. And maybe you're just about to take a child away and traumatize them. So have some common sense, yeah? Have some common sense when the judge tells you to take a child out and he's never been to the home. He doesn't know the family. He's reading your cut and pastes. Oh, she's aggressive. Oh no, she's got anger issues. No, just stressed. Just a mum trying to deal with going into hospital, making sure my kids are safe, and I haven't got two police officers and two social workers at Wrexham Hospital coming in taking my kids, saying the EDS is the easiest condition to claim to have, and throwing me in a 26-week court protest. And you've been out here ever since my kids got taken. And I'm going to keep it going until my kids come home. Stop kidnapping our children. Start building people's hopes and dreams, aspirations. Don't ask kids what they want to be when they grow up. Let them be kids. Let them be kids. Because I don't think you all wanted to be protecting the Queen who's protecting her, what is it again, Prince Andrew. I don't think that's what you want to get your money for. Because you're going to pay your price in your day when you face the Lord. And the Lord is going to say, did you stand up when it was wrong? When you knew that the police officer was taking backhands, did you let it happen? When you knew that that child shouldn't have been taken, did you step forward and put the orders to the judge and say this information is incorrect? When I and many others come to you begging you that our children have been taken, when children were raped in foster care and you called us all liars and attention seekers, you will face your judgment day. When you face the Lord and he sees everything. He knows, like Father Christmas, mate. He knows if you're good and he knows if you're bad. And you will face your judgment. But until then, us parents are going to get stronger, and I'm going to teach them the law. And I'm going to teach them what a child protection order is. So next time, you people knock on their door and they understand that the police ain't there for them. They're there for the social worker. But you are scaring the shit out of the parents. So let them know that you're there for the social worker. You're not there for the parents. Stop bullying people with conditions. Start being real people. You are meant to be protecting from real criminals. Them. I hope you all choose a righteous purpose. This was not your purpose. This is not what you joined this for. Right, I need to shoot up to McDonald's to charge my phone, which means I've got to go and get my charger that's at the car. I love it. Right, my battery's going to go, guys, so I'm going to network for a bit. You know where I am. It's nice to see police officers smiling. I really can't be without my battery right now, so end it movement, guys. Always.